Alrighty, got my second match of the Traveler Cage tournament. Play 2 games with Peasant, 2 with Page. I'm gonna start with the Page actually. I don't like Page as much. I'd rather save the best for last. So we'll go first 1 time each, playing with Page, and then once each with Peasant. Let's see what we've got here. Only draw is Archive or Warriors. Trashing is fine. Monastery. Transmogrify. So, possible openings. Cargo ship Page. Transmogrify Page. Is there any good reason to skip Page? I mean, the terminals aren't amazing or anything, but I'm also not in any desperate rush to do other stuff. I could consider just like Transmogrify Cargo Ship. I kind of like that actually. Just feels strong. I don't think getting to Warrior, or not to Warrior, to Champion here is like the most pressing concern. I think I'll probably end up getting a Page, but like it's not like there's a bunch of terminal draw cards that activate all of a sudden here if I take the Page early. I'd really like to get an early crop rotation. Oh, someone's unmuted. Whoever that is, please mute yourself. This is a pretty good turn 3, I think. Ideally, I'd see Transmogrify and Cargo Ship turn 3. They're both cards that are much better turn 3 than turn 4, but I can live with this. Page time. I get crop rotation, which is nice. I guess the relevant question is whether this would be a Cargo Ship or a Silver. Like, it makes no difference this turn because I can't set aside anything anyway if I'm buying crop rotation. My bottom 2 cards, an estate and a cargo ship. If I somehow knew the cargo was on top, I would just like take a village or a page and then play it. That seems unnecessarily risky. I think I'll just take the silver. Looks like it was the right call. They would have collided. Alright, I got 7. Animal Fair doesn't seem particularly good. Could consider Hostelry for 3 horses. Could consider Archive. Both of those sound pretty good. I think I'm going to take the horses. I want to do the Hostelry effect first, so I can set aside a horse with Cargo Ship. Alright, so we're going to do crop rotation first. Cargo Ship. And I think I can take a monastery here. And so I've already gained 2 cards this turn. A buy will be a 3rd card. I could just buy Archive and trash 3 things. I could buy... How many coppers can I trash if I buy Hostelry? So... Buy It doesn't matter whether I play them, does it? And, so I would have trashed 3. I could, if I discard 4 coppers, I can trash. That doesn't make any sense. If I discard 3 coppers, I can trash 4 coppers. If I discard 2 coppers, I can trash 5 coppers. So I think I should do that. I don't think it matters whether they're in play or not for these purposes. This is looking pretty good. That was turn 6. I'm already at warrior anyway. Wait, did I actually get this faster than they did? Yeah, despite delaying the page, this opening ends up being faster. I like that. I'm gonna discard that. Got 2 terminals here, but I also have villages, so I don't think that's an issue. I might need plus buy now. Maybe I'm just taking a skulk and trashing 2 coppers. Animal Fair doesn't seem like it's going to be plus buy for a while. Set the skulk aside as cargo ship. Because I know for sure I want to play that. A little sad my estate's in the bottom 3. But I should draw almost everything anyway. I could transmogrify this monastery into an estate and then trigger crop rotation. I'm not sure if I care that much though. You know, I could have considered actually, I didn't even think about it, but maybe a reasonable play would have just been to like buy archive or something that I really wanted, or even maybe in province, and then transmogrify something into skulk. Could be better order. Not sure. I'm probably just going to take a cargo ship, because I like cargo ships. Play that. Attack. That kind of hurts. More than usual because of crop rotation, I think. Gold seems better than anything else. Any other treasures here at the moment? Probably not setting the gold aside, though. What am I buying? Got 9 money, 2 buys. Archive another skulk, I guess. Continue. Could be archive and another transmogrify, actually. Still not totally sure how important champion actually is here. I mean, I guess it protects from skulk attacks and warrior attacks, which is significant enough. I'm really bummed I'm not going to use crop rotation, but it's really not that unlikely at this point. There's only 1 estate left. Oh, there it is. Do I need to play champion this turn? I mean, there's an argument for just waiting a turn. They do have a warrior right now, though. So maybe I just play it now. I can take 2 more pages. I'm not sure how big I'm supposed to build here. I think the archives are probably enough to justify trying to build a bit. Which of these do I want? Probably the gold, so I can alternate these cargo ships. And then take another. Would I rather just a generic cantrip than a silver in my deck? I could turn the Hostelry into an archive. I could turn the silver into a skulk. I think I like Hostelry into archive. What I would really love to do, if possible, is get that estate set aside on an archive mat so I can guarantee that I discard it with crop rotation, which is what happened here. Sounds like someone's still unmuted. Okay, I could take an Animal Fair here. It's still not the most amazing card. I feel like it's not really a good card until the plus buy is in effect, but maybe just another archive and another skulk. I do feel very ahead. They don't even have their champion yet, let alone have it down. I think I've got like all the archives. No, they have one. They have an archive. So order of operations, I've got to take the estate before I choose crop rotation. Do I want to transmogrify anything? Presumably yes. I would assume killing this Hostelry is a good idea. I don't need another archive right now though. I don't think I do. So maybe instead I gain something different. Can turn this silver into another skulk or something. Oh, I could have taken a second archive. Something I didn't think about, but it is relevant, is I could gain a bunch of silvers here and then just set all of those aside on the archive mat. In retrospect, I think archive would have been good. Not that it's a huge deal. Discarding hero kind of hurts, actually. Rare case where famine feels like it had an effect. Honestly, that Bad Omens was kind of actively friendly, though. Discarded most of their deck. Kind of undoes the effect of discarding just the champion. So now maybe just more archives. Or I could do like Page, Cargo, Archive. I don't know. I feel like as long as I keep clicking on decent cards, I should win here. The kingdom's not super complicated, and I've got a lead. Transmogrifying something. I can turn this into archive now. Tough choices. I think I want to take the archive. I want to get all the way down to the estate. I want to make sure I set an estate aside with archive, which I can't do if they resign. Dang it. GG. I was player 2? No, I was player 1. Alright, now I'm player 2. Let's see what we get. That was actually pretty good as far as as far as Page kingdoms go. Kingdoms where Page is more important I find to be more annoying. What about this one? Library is the draw, or warrior still, or sinister plot technically. Sinister plot seems like a good opening to me. You can trash the junk dealer, trash and dismantle. I feel like this is going to be draw to X things. You can score tons of points from just like dismantling golds into things repeatedly. Now, do I open on the page? Could consider taking Forager instead. Again, I think I'm actually kind of fine delaying the page. I definitely want champion here. It'll make the library thing much easier to deal with. But I don't think it's important to rush it. I'd rather get trashed. Do I draw here? I think the answer is no. Do I trash the Necropolis? That also might be a no. I mean, Necropolis is better than Copper for library purposes. It powers up their Forager, though. That's probably enough reason to trash it. Or, trashing Copper powers up their Forager, which is enough reason to trash Necropolis instead. That's what I meant to say. Alright, so now we got page, and I will pop the Sinister Plot here, so I can trigger a shuffle that's got both my page and my Forager in it. Hopefully draw both of them. Like, theoretically, if I draw one, it can draw the other. Page, please? Nope. Can't have it all. This is still pretty good. I'm not going to complain about hitting 5, getting a junk dealer. Kiln is going to be a good card, I think. I think I want to eventually acquire a Kiln. All right, I've got 4. Nothing screams out to me particularly much. Okay, 2 pages is fine, Plaza's fine, Workers Village is fine. It's probably a little too early for the other stuff, but like in the abstract, I would not mind having Messenger, Duplicate, or Dismantle in my deck. I think I'm just going to take the Plaza right now. Just helps with Warrior potentially drawing things dead, and if I happen to get a library, discarding Copper is good. Do I draw here? I think the answer is going to be yes. Apparently not. Really hoping to find that Warrior. Salt on the bottom though. Guess I'll take a library now. Maybe a Kiln first. With only 1 village, I'm not sure if library is good yet. Actually, that's kind of also an argument against Kiln, isn't it? Yeah, let's just take the draw card. Why did I think I had a warrior? I didn't have a warrior. I had a treasure hunter. I'm not sure if that changes what plays I ought to have made, but I was definitely operating under false pretenses there. All right, now it's probably Kiln time and another village. Could be either village. I think I still like Plaza better. Oh, what a beauty of a hand. Absolute beautiful hand. Not the theoretical best hand, but it's going to be up there. If I draw my other Plaza right now, I would just be elated. I've trashed my silver and discarded my junk dealer. That increases the odds that I draw my Plaza. I don't think I'm going to use my plot here. I don't think I care about it that much. I'd rather save it. Okay, didn't quite get to do it. So I definitely can't kill in the library because I need to play this warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I keep this forager, I draw only one more card, which I think is a 50-50 shot at drawing Plaza. I think I'd rather make that a 100% shot. I was really wanting to draw, actually either of those. I wanted to kill the junk dealer, but killing forager would have also been pretty fine. Alas, those are my two bottom cards. And now I cannot use kiln on them. Is silver better than nothing? I'm kind of inclined to say yes. Not necessarily because I want the silver so much as I can trash it for points. I'm actually kind of running lowish on things I don't even want to trash. Now it's certainly Workers' Village time because I need the plus buy and library. Another great starting hand. I'm very happy with my draws so far this game. You know, people say, you make your own shuffle luck. I assume they mean, like, play well and try to control your deck so that you have good shuffles. Alternatively, you can just draw great cards naturally without even trying. That's also a very good way to win. I do not want to use plot here. Feels like that doesn't go super well with library. They have discarded my thingamajigger. The important one. Words are failing me. The hero. They've discarded my hero. So I need to make sure I can draw really far into my shuffle. Junk dealer's fine. Kiln is also fine. Because I've got villages coming up. Yeah, this looks good. And which village would I rather kiln? Probably Workers' Village. I think I really want the plus buys. GG. Alright, it is now peasant time. Right to the fun part. I'm happy that the Page games were uneventful. Page is often a frustrating card. But if you just get lucky shuffles, you don't have to deal with that frustration. What have we here? I don't see any source of plus action, which makes me think Teacher might be worth getting for the plus action token. Putting it on like Peddler, for example, would be real nice. Maybe even putting it on Barge. Trashing is also a little bit meh. It's just dismantle. Might skip trashing. Probably get a dismantle eventually. Keep around. I wouldn't mind dismantling the estates. I would think the opening is just a pretty obvious peasant dungeon. Cycle around, and then get a lot of peddlers and barges, and put the plus action and plus card tokens on those in some order. Not totally sure which order, but some order. Seems like the important thing. Did not see my dungeon. Don't think that's the biggest deal, though. As long as my peasant doesn't miss the shuffle, I think I'm fine. I don't think the militia attack matters all that much. Mostly what I want to do right now is just play the peasants a lot. I got 5. I think Barge is better than Cobbler. There's not a whole lot of cards I really want to gain. that costs less than 5. Oh, I mean peddler, but I can't gain peddler with cobbler. So I think this is just barge. I like drawing cards. That's gonna hurt, isn't it? That militia attack actually does kind of hurt. Not because I need to have a big hand, but because it sends 2 junk cards back into my shuffle. What is it? Find out. I'll take peddler now, I think. Is that better than another peasant? Maybe it's not. So I've got fugitive, I've got barge, and I'll have soldier. That's probably enough terminals. I think you can add peddler now. Play barge this turn, hopefully soldier the following turn. And maybe once I have disciple, I can consider adding another peasant. Yeah, so now I'm going to have a disciple in there. So I think I can add peasant now, and if all goes well, I will disciple my peddler, and then play my soldier and my peasant. And this hand might actually be too good, because if I get militia, like all of my good cards are in my hand, so the militia is actually going to hurt. Soldier's not going to hurt. I don't care about discarding 1 card. Alrighty, so let's do the thing I said I was going to do. I should probably get around to getting a militia at some point. Like, the attack does hurt a non-zero amount, but I'm not sure when the optimal time to do so is. So I think I'm going to take teacher now. Is that right? It's going to make me a bit over-terminaled, but it's probably not the biggest deal. I probably don't want to add another peasant at the moment. So this could be like 3 peddlers. Could be 2 peddlers and a barge. I've got 2 dungeons down there, so I'll probably draw around. Yeah, I think I just want a bunch of peddlers. I want to not fall too far behind on that split, because it's a prime teacher target. Now I have teacher, and they don't even have fugitive yet. I assume that's because they didn't get the dungeon. Militia doesn't do a whole lot to accelerate your deck. Yeah, I might also be because their peasant missed the shuffle. Although their peasant would not have missed the shuffle had they opened with a dungeon instead of a militia. So I think we split the peddlers 5-5, which seems pretty fine. And then I'll be able to play my teacher this turn. Did I play fugitive already? I don't think I did. No, I did not. So I cannot play my other traveler. I should have discarded the soldier. That was dumb. I literally just said I can't play it and discarded coppers instead. Hopefully that amount of money does not end up mattering. It looks like it didn't. 10's just enough for 2 more barges. I mean, I could consider dismantle now. Oh, I got 6 of the peddlers. That's nice. I didn't even know I did that. Good on me. Am I going to put plus action on the peddlers or plus card? Not sure which way around is better. Plus card in the Peddlers obviously just means I'll just like draw trivially for most of the game, I would think. Plus action gives me more leeway to play with other terminal action cards, like more dismantles and stuff. I think I want to put plus action on the Peddlers, and then that allows me to add more terminals that do things of interest. You know what's going to be a nice card here? Like a really good card? Philosopher's Stone. I mean, not really good. You know what's going to be like almost as good as a Province in points and otherwise irrelevant? Philosopher's Stone. It's still going to be worth getting, though. That's very rare. Like, how often do you actually buy that card? Basically never. But I believe, provided this game gets played out to the end, which isn't guaranteed, Philosopher's Stone will be acquired. The split could even be important if we both do it. I gotta get those keep points. There's a lot of treasures here. We got gold, silver, copper, potion, royal seal, Philosopher's Stone. We've also got fortune hiding underneath gladiator. Please don't dud. Pretty please don't dud. Okay, kind of dudded. That's unfortunate. I think I'm just going to trash the estate and buy another barge. I should consider getting a militia. I feel like I've been pretty lazy about that. But like around now is the time where militia is going to be a real good attack, I think. Not sure, but I think. Primary goal this turn, I think, is just to get back around to my teacher and get it in play. Which I think I can do with a decent draw here. All right. And do I trash this other estate now? Let's see. I've got 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 3 is 12. I have 12 money. That's a good amount of money. Let's trash the estate. And I can buy barge, peasant. Turn on default keep for my disciple from here on out. Definitely don't want a second teacher. This is probably just going to be plus card on barge. They're hidden points. That is because they have a silver, whereas I have golds, but they have 2 more estates. Okay. Let's see what we can do this turn. Disciple, come out wherever you are. I don't think I should have played that. But it's too late now because I did draw a card already. The issue is I do want to next turn a barge, but I didn't want to next turn the barge that I disciple if I can avoid that. This is still fine, actually. I can just gain the barge and then next turn the one I want to gain. Oh, I have more barges than I thought I did. Dang. That's a lot of barges. Maybe that's too many barges. Why do I have so many barges? I might have gone a little overboard. Yes. Not literally. The barge is not overboard. It is upright, but figuratively. Can I win this turn? I'm behind in points. I have enough theoretical gains. Maybe I have enough money to do this. Emptying barges and dungeons costs 10, 22. I've got 6 plus 9 is 15. Gold makes 21. I've got 22 money. I think this is a win, right? Let me just double check. If I play the peasant, play the dismantle, gain like a potion for 5 points, and then I buy barges and dungeons. That's 22 money and 6 buys, and I've got 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 9 is 21, plus 1 is 22. I think this checks out exactly. Actually better than exactly, because I can even get a bonus gold, which I think even gives me enough to buy a Philosopher's Stone. Do I get to do it? Can I do it? I think this is enough to empty piles with a Philosopher's Stone to spare. Hey, all right. That's a nice way to end. GG. Oh, look at that. 5 points from Philosopher's Stone. What a powerful card. Shoot, who went first? Actually, I don't need to know who went first. I can look at the current play order and reverse it. Problem solved. Okay. This looks like a strong kingdom. We've got Druid with Swamp's Gift, which is like way, way better than Druid without Swamp's Gift. We got Peasant, obviously. Bonfire, Remake, Militia, Magpie, Scrying Pool. These are all really good cards. Even Night Watchman is like not terrible here. Could consider opening with that on turn 2. The problem with this kingdom is it's just got like so many cards you kind of want to open with that this opening choice is not at all trivial. Like I would say a majority of the cards in this kingdom are things I would automatically click on in the opening most of the time. Remake, Night Watchman, Potion for Scrying Pool, Magpie, Peasant, Druid, kind of Militia, Bonfire. Like all of those are really good things to have. I want them all. So what are the most plausible ones? You could do Peasant, Night Watchman, guarantees you play Peasant, and is like 5/6 likely to hit 5, in which case you can also demand something, like demand Magpie. That sounds like a really good opening. You could do Remake Bonfire, get real thin, then you find your remake with like if you find the remake turn 3, you like remake an estate into a Night Watchman, buy a Peasant, and then guarantee you play the Peasant turn 4. That also sounds really good. You could just buy Magpie because it's Magpie. Potion I think is actually low on the list here. I think Scrying Pool, I mean we'll probably get it eventually, but it seems too slow for the opening. Anything else? I also love opening Druid with Swamp's Gift round, but that also seems too slow here. I think it's between Remake Bonfire and Peasant Night Watchman. So the remake thing, I'm going to trash 2 coppers immediately. Hopefully like 2 estates or a copper and an estate turn 3. It's a little slower to playing the Peasant though. The other line is Peasant, Night Watchman, demand Magpie. It's less good at trashing, but it gets me up the line faster on I like the Peasant one seems a little more interesting to me. So I'm going to do it that way. Actually, I guess like if I don't care about having a clean shuffle, I'm 100% likely to hit 5 here. Because the only way it fails to hit 5 is if I bottom deck the estate, in which case I can't discard it with Night Watchman. But then I could just keep the shuffle as is. But as it turns out, I don't bottom deck the estate, so I can just do this normally. So now we demand. I mean, this could be demand remake even. That's not unreasonable. But I think I'm going to demand Magpie, and then hopefully draw the soldier, which is not in my starting hand, which is concerning, and then hit 5 and demand remake the next turn. Would be wonderful. Soldier, please. Pretty please. Okay. Okay, we can't have everything. I think I'm just going to bonfire here. Discard the estate. Actually, what do I want to discard? Yeah, I think I like discarding just the estate. Then I have 5. I can demand remake, and then I'll be happy. This still feels pretty good. How'd their turns go? They opened Peasant, remake. That's really nice if you see them on separate turns. Which they didn't. Looks like they did not get to play their remake, which is unfortunate for them, but very fortunate for me. Alright, demand remake time. So now the goal is please draw my fugitive. I don't see it on the top, but I sure see a lot of draw cards. So I think I've got a reasonable chance of hitting it. If I draw my fugitive here, I'll be very happy. Yeah, they must have seen their remake turn 4. I'm not even sure playing Peasant is better than playing remake. It's not clear. I guess if you get to bonfire too anyway, it probably is better, isn't it? So Magpie seeing Night Watchman is really sad because it is neither a treasure card nor an action/victory card, so it just does nothing. On the upside, I know my fugitive's there, so I'm still kind of happy anyway. So what do I want to discard here? I think I should keep the Night Watchman. I'm happy triggering this shuffle, even if it doesn't have the Disciple in it, because it does have a Magpie in it, and I can discard most of the junk. The question is, do I want to trash my estates? I really don't want silvers all that badly. Maybe I want 1 silver. I think my higher priority right now is just getting through my deck quickly. So maybe I discard 1 estate. Take 1 silver and a peasant. And discard everything that's not a draw card. Ooh, hello there, Disciple. Don't mind seeing you here. I think I'm going to take Teacher here. I mean, this feels like a kingdom where it would theoretically be very skippable because there's a bunch of strong cards. At the same time, I've got hella magpies. Like magpies for days. That just seems like a really good target. Trashing 1 copper. I'm going to be low on action next turn if I advance this Disciple, aren't I? Maybe I don't advance the Disciple yet. Maybe I just wait a bit because I have no village right now. Is there a way I can put a Diplomat on top of my deck and also activate it? Like I could turn the silver into a Diplomat and then play Night Watchman. So I top deck it, but I don't see any good way to trigger the Diplomat. Maybe if they were so nice as to play a Militia, but that's not happening. Maybe I don't want Teacher yet after all. I mean, I like being able to play action cards. And Disciple is a village, and Teacher is like an opposite of a village. I think I'm going to hold off. In which case, next turn, the terminals I play are probably still going to be Soldier and Remake. So I don't want to add any more terminals. I think. I think. What cards do I want to play? I don't even know. Like, I'm not going to plus buy next turn. Maybe I'm just not playing Remake next turn. Maybe I add another Peasant now. And I play Soldier and Peasant. Then I can take Scrying Pool. Why do I care about Scrying Pool? I'm going to draw my deck. I don't know what I want. I don't want anything. I kind of want everything, but I also don't specifically want anything. I don't know. This is hard. What am I trashing? Let's just trash a copper and buy. I could do Demand Peasant. I could do Peasant Bonfire. I think I kind of like Peasant Bonfire since I don't plan on playing Remake next turn. Let's just do it that way. Does this make sense? I'm not sure this makes sense. We'll find out in a second. Let me turn Disciple on. No, I'm going to keep Disciple on no autoplay. Because I don't think I want to advance it yet. But I probably will soon-ish. Oh, they have a Magpie, don't they? Maybe I should have just done like Night Watchman into Magpie and then bought Magpie or something to make sure I get really ahead on that split. It is important to me that I find my Disciple. Thank you. Wow, yeah, it's really honestly just better to be lucky than good. I'm drawing cards really well here, and it is paying off. Did I say I'm not playing my Remake this turn? I meant I am playing my Remake this turn, by virtue of not having alternative options. Take the last Magpie. All right, GG's.